Okay, guys, welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask with me, Pitmarth Roy. In the last episode, we got started on the Snowhead Temple, and in this episode, we're going to continue now that we're about halfway done, because we have just gotten the dungeon item, which is the Fire Arrow. And like I said, we're going to start from the very beginning, which would be the blue door, because there is a secret in here. You could actually get the secret unveiled, but you couldn't reach it, so let's get rid of that right there. And now we've got to go across this thing. Actually, I think this is a required secret of sorts. I believe this is a key, not a fairy. Because aren't there no more fairies in this room? So I think that this is actually required. Alright, now you can slash the other two with your sword, but this one you can't reach, and provided this doesn't count as being hitting the... Okay, I didn't hit the rope. I don't think you can, but whatever. So kill that one with arrows or fire arrow. You may have to use fire arrows, actually. Kill that one. And kill that one. And now this chest appears here, which we could have unlocked, but we couldn't reach because that ice thing was in the way that you have to use the fire arrow to melt, so... Even if you had gotten it, you couldn't have done anything. But this is a small key, like I said. That room over there is a way to get up to the next floor easier. You can shoot an ice switch that's covered in ice, and that will take you up a floor. So that is what you can do there. Let's see, what else? There is the light blue door, which actually has a lot in it, so... Actually, I believe that's how you get up there next. So let's not do the light blue yet. We'll do that after the new area that we can reach, which is the green doors. So let's go ahead and unlock them. You don't have to unlock both, but I recommend you do, just because if you make it all the way across one half of the green doors and they both lead to the same square and then you don't have any magic or anything, you're going to be really annoyed. So just go ahead and unlock them both. It's not that bad on your magic, so... Whoa! Hey there, buddy. Did not see you there. And yes, I could have killed that guy with my sword, but I didn't feel like it. Alright, so you can kill all those guys. That will make a treasure chest appear. However, we're not done with secrets in this area, so let's go ahead and light all the torches. There's one right there. One right there, and one right near the door you entered, whichever one you entered. Once you get all three of those lit, the center door will open. But that's where we'll go in a second, right after picking up the next stray fairy. And that is number 9, so we've got 6 more. Yeah, this dungeon is a bit longer, as you can tell. If this was the first temple, we'd probably already be done, or at least facing the boss, but this temple is a bit longer. Just because it's got more stuff to do in it, though. The third temple is kind of like that, too. The fourth temple, that one is actually quite puzzling, in my opinion. A lot of people think the third one's the worst. I don't think it is. But that basically shoots this gigantic pillar up here. That switch down there, one floor lower, will actually make the pillar go back down if you need it to. But we don't need it to. I don't think, anyway. But if you mess up, that's what you use. Now, you might have noticed in that gigantic pillar that there were ones made of ice. And if you break the ones that are made of ice, you can actually access other areas, which you actually have to do to get to the boss. But to get to the boss key, you've got to keep them all up there. And if you're stuck like me, you can just jump down here and crawl up here. And this will take you right back to the blue door. So you can get back. It's a little bit unconventional, yes, but you can get back. Because, you know, taking the red door would have been a little bit faster, but you can't reach the red door, I don't think. I think it's stuck over there with the yellow door. Alright, so... now we go through the light blue door. At least it looks light blue to me, I don't know. Some people might be like, well, it's not light blue, it's turquoise. I don't care. It's not the same color of blue as that original door that we first walked in, so... Now these guys you actually do want to get rid of this time because of the there's going to be a block puzzle you have to do. Alright, there's one of them. Drop some hearts. I believe they always drop 3 hearts unless you don't need them. But that's just a guess. Let's get rid of that. And get rid of that switch over there, which will send the white wolfos at us. Now this is actually one spot where the upgraded quick spin would actually be quite helpful, because I don't think the regular one could have reached quite as well. Okay, they drop rupees if you got full hearts. Let's step on this, and that will make another treasure chest appear, which has a stray fairy in it. The one in the yellow room did as well. We'll be actually getting both of those right now. Because I don't believe this block puzzle is actually required unless you want the stray fairies. But since we do want the stray fairies because the power-up is very good here, then let's go ahead and pick them up. There's actually not too much backtracking for the stray fairies. I mean, we're backtracking here, but it's required anyway. I mean, actual backtracking just for stray fairies, I don't think there's very much. There might be 1 or 2, but not very many. The last temple is probably the worst one because you get them in bits and pieces. Like, you get the chest revealed, but then you actually get to the point where you can grab the chest, like, half an hour later. It's a long temple. And I could have just pushed that one direction. Whoops. Oh well. I mean, the last temple isn't too bad in theory, but I just don't like it. I do like the third one, and a lot of people hate that one, so I don't know. Maybe you guys like the last temple, but I hate it. The mini-bosses in there are really fun, but other than that, I don't like it. Alright, so we're back in the room with the yellow door. If you push this block all the way across, the treasure chest should have appeared. And you should be able to just jump to it. These pots are alive, so make sure you watch out for that. So that's 11, so we need 4 more. Try not to fall off, because then you'll have to go backtrack into that light blue door again, which isn't too bad, but still, you know, be easier if you didn't have to do that. Alright, there's nothing hidden in here that we didn't already get, so you can just skip this room. This one is a lot easier now, because you can just melt this ice and skip the entire puzzle. So we don't have to do that anymore, thank goodness. Alright, and now, are we stuck? We might be. I think we had to go through the light blue door. Yeah, I think we did. Oh, well, we had to go back for the fairies anyway, so, let's just jump down here. That was actually a good landing. I was trying to aim for this. Alright, so let's go here. Or not the light blue door, this is the normal blue door. Aim for that one. Gee, use your head, man. What's the matter with you today? Alright, kill this guy. And then you'll have to use another arrow on this. And it automatically activates. You don't have to shoot a fire arrow and then shoot a regular arrow. You can just shoot one fire arrow and it will show up. Now, if I don't know if the switch is timed or not, but if it is timed, then you can just shoot a normal arrow because the ice won't reform or anything like that. Alright, so now we're back here, and the pillar is still in the way, but that is not a problem because that's actually not where we're going. We are going this way. Alrighty, what is up here? No, this is not the area I was thinking of. This is just higher up in the same area. There is a locked door, but we have a key for it. And this is one of those things where you cannot fall down. But this one's actually pretty easy to stay on because you're going downhill instead of up. So it's actually pretty easy to stay on, in my opinion. This is the room with all the Enos. These are the snowmen that throw snowballs at you. You don't get anything for killing them all, except for peace of mind. That is our way out. However, there's some stray fairies in here. I think there's actually only one. We'll find out. I'll just use a normal arrow. Great Fairy Mask. Let's get rid of this. Mess up my shot. It's pretty obvious he was hidden in there. Now, is that the only one in this room? It is. Okay. What number was that? Was that 12 or 13? It's probably 12, yeah. Because I know where one of them is, and I know where two of them are because they're hidden in the same room, and I believe it's this room right here. Yes it is. Here we have some Lithsalfos. You have to kill both of these in order to get the stray fairies from them. And I forgot you can't shield the fire. Alright, there's number 13. And there's number 14. Okay, good. I actually remembered where all the stray fairies are. I am proud of myself for that. Alright, so now we are up here. This actually takes us to the boss key. We'll get that last stray fairy. We could actually get it now, but I want to do this first because it's very irritating not to do it first. So we're going to go for the boss key. And guess what? It's this guy again. I told you this boss was recycled, or mini-boss. Like, to me, this game has either fun mini-bosses or annoying mini-bosses. There's no in-between. Like, some of the mini-bosses are absolutely awesome, and then you've got these guys that are just, like, never-ending pain. Now, if you hit this guy with the fire, you only actually have to hit him twice to get him in the second phase, and then twice again to kill him. As you can see, with the regular arrow, we had to hit him 3 times, but there you only have to hit him twice. So the fire arrow is a little bit quicker. You will use up some magic, but you really don't need the fire arrow for too much anymore, if anything. So I don't actually think you need the fire arrow for any more of the dungeon, minus the boss, but they give you magic right before it, so you're all good on that account. Alright, so that guy's dead. That opens the door. And we got the boss key. Okay, so it took 2 videos, but it's still not too bad for the second temple. The third one probably will take 2.5. The last one, oh gosh, probably like 10. I don't know. That last one's pretty evil. There's some magic and arrows. You probably need the, or you will need the arrows. Don't know about the magic. Depends on if you use the strategy I told you or not. And you didn't have to. Won't hurt my feelings if you don't. Alright, so now we need to look around the edges. Where is that cliff that's got the snow on it? So I don't remember where it is. I know it's on one of these corners, though. You can see it from where you're jumping. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, right here. So it's got the little bars below there, if that helps you any. Alright, so just use this little line you can see that's in the rock, and just keep holding up, and then you'll fall down here into the secret area. It's a secret area! And there's the last stray fairy. Thank goodness. Alrighty, so we need the Deku mask really quick. We actually need the Goron mask as well. So this flower gives you some slight recovery here. Doesn't matter which of these platforms I go to. Now to get to the boss room, we need to break all the pillars of ice. There are actually only 4, and they're in sets of 2. You have 2 right here. I didn't want to... There's 2 right there, and 2 up there as well. So let's get rid of these first. Alright, now that that's taken care of... Oh, cool, we actually landed on the spot that takes us back up. So that is actually very useful. Very, very nice. Now, it seems like you can only hit one of these, but if you go down here, you're actually going down by 1. So now you can hit both of them. I don't know if we'll get the boss done in this video, but we will have the temple done. Alright, so with that taken care of, do we... Yeah, we gotta go back up this. Great. Okay, so you did have to go back up it, but for me it wasn't too hard. Hopefully it wasn't for you. Punch these, and they've got rupees, magic, hearts if you're not full on hearts. The only reason I got rupees is because I have full hearts. And we're approaching now to the first day, but I don't care. And now we have to make one final leap. And there's a Deku flower there if you need it. I don't know why you would, because they give you magic and arrows inside the boss room. There's plenty of magic right there that will fill up. And like I said, there's arrows inside here. So, let's get to the boss. Yes, I was not kidding. The boss is frozen. Like, seriously? Even the boss? Magic's so powerful, you even froze the boss. That's pretty sad. So there's some arrows. More magic in these if you need them, but you only have to be Link for part of this. Oh wait, I wanted the Goron mask still on one of my buttons. There we go. Alright, you're gonna hate this guy after a while because you keep having to refight him in order to reactivate the whole cycle of what he does after the temple's beaten, but hey, we'll get to that later. This is the masked mechanical monster Goat. It's probably Goat, because he looks like a goat, sort of. So basically what you do is there's two strategies. You can stand in this little area right here as Link and just shoot arrows at him, but I don't find that strategy to be very effective. So we're going to do the normal one, which is following around with the Goron and trying to hit him in the legs. Kind of like that. Get off that. Every time you hit him, he'll fire that homing light attack at you, so watch out for it. Now after he stops, actually stop rolling and use the punch on him, because the punch actually does a lot more damage. I actually figured this out, so it's actually pretty useful. And more running him over. Now the way to get him to fall over like that is get up on a ramp. Yeah, Night of the First Day, that's wonderful. Is to get up on a ramp and jump in the air and land on top of him. That's how you get the monster to fall over. He has a few attacks. Lightning is the main one. He also, after you start damaging him, he'll kick boulders behind him, drop stalactites, and even drop bombs after a while. And that's his main method of attack. Obviously, that homing attack and the lightning attack that you just saw, those are probably the two worst ones. Really, the boulders aren't that bad. The stalactites can get you by annoyance sometimes, but really, they're just kind of luck-based like that one was. Because they don't really home in on you or anything like that, so it's just kind of luck. And make sure you pick up magic often or else you're going to run out. Jump into him. Oh, jeez, come on, dude. You were so close. I bet he's like got one more hit on him. I'll bet you anything. See, watch. I'm going to have to make this go into the next video, and it's going to be like a one hit. Alright, guys, we're back. He's dead. Whenever he starts dropping the bombs, that's how you know he's close to being defeated. Okay, 2 hits, but still. Yeah, that always seems to happen. He gets away from me for a while, and then once I finally catch back up, he's got like 1 or 2 more hits left. And he actually killed himself. But hey, he's mechanical, so I guess it was in the programming to suicide. I won't be defeated, I will commit suicide. Alright, so that is actually it for this episode of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Thank you guys for watching. We got a heart container, and I will see you guys next time.